Good morning, Falcon Nation.
Hi, Falcon Falcons.
It is this day you want to wear tiaras, tutus, tennis shoes, and ties.
So the lunch for today is popcorn chicken. The 365 Days of Wonder quote is love a little more each day.
For today's 365 Days of Wonder quote is the supreme happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved.
365 Days of Wonder quote is, I only travel through this world once. Therefore, I want to show kindness to everyone I meet.
The interesting fact of the day is Peru workers clean up an oil spill caused by a volcano that erupted. The birthdays for today are Anna Grace. We also need to catch up on the birthdays that we missed from all the snow days.
Now for birthdays with Leonardo and Melanie.
For today's birthday is the...
from Skish's room! Anyways, happy birthday!
Yeah.
The weather for today is a high of 33 degrees with a low of 21 degrees.
And now, the school government has breaking news.
Good morning, Flickinger Elementary School. Mr. Harwood and Miss Minchin here to bring you election results from our House of Representatives, our final branch of government that we elect here at the school. As you recall, this school has elected Aaron Solomon and his brother Jacob Solomon to the presidency and the vice presidency earlier on in the year. And just recently, this school did elect their 10 senators to be part of the government. In addition, we are hearing that President Solomon is beginning the quest of appointing his 9 Supreme Court justices, which he will ultimately have the power to do. In the meantime, our voters went to the polls to elect the House of Representatives, which by definition does practically the same job as the Senate. They are going to construct laws and bring ideas for things that we have here at this school. Let's get to our results. As you recall, Aaron Solomon, a Republican president, the school voted overwhelmingly for a Democratic Senate. Harper Highfield was nominated by the Democrats in the Senate to lead the Senate. And so her job now is to push her agenda in the Senate. And now we're going to find out the balance of control here in the House of Representatives. Ms. Minchin behind me will be putting circles up, red being Republican, blue Democrat, and of course green would be independent. Let's find our results. First thing, 2 classes were not required to vote. They only had 3 members on the ballot. Those candidates automatically win by acclamation. Candidates in Mr. DeMarty's class, candidates in Ms. Minchin's class were already acclimated into the House. No election required in those 2 classes. Pickups went as follows. DeMarty, 1 Republican, 1 Democrat, and 1 independent. Huge congratulations to Mia, Camilla, and Jackson. Jackson, a former presidential candidate. Camilla Potter, a former member of the House under the Tyler Sutter administration. She will come back into the House here in 2022. In Miss Minchin's class, 2 pickups, 2 Republicans, and 1 Democrat. Again, these were elections that were already predetermined through acclamation. Huge congratulations to Donnie, Jacob, and Michaela, all new members of the House of Representatives. Prior to voting today, this is what we were looking at. 3 Republican seats, 2 Democratic seats, with the lone independent. Today, we find balance of power. Here we go. A huge congratulations. It's going to start off out of Mr. Harwood's class to Mr. Joey Perrano, a Republican pickup in Mr. Harwood's class, brings the numbers now 4 Republican seats. Congratulations to Joey Perrano. Over to Mr. Osmond's class, a very tight election. Many candidates on the ballot. A huge congratulations to Travis D., a Democrat, pickup seat in Mr. Osmond's class. Travis will join the House of Representatives for the very first time. In addition, let's hightail it over to Ms. Gibbons' class. A shorter ballot, but still very competitive. A huge pickup seat here for Carter Cole, a Democratic pickup in Miss Minchin's class. Again, Carter Cole, a pickup for Miss Gibbons' class. Thank you, Miss Minchin. back over to Mr. Osmond's class. 3 seats total for each class are given. 1 seat gone in Mr. Osmond's class. Let's go to our next seat. Again, another Democratic pickup. This one's going to Daniela S. Daniela S. will pick up a seat in the House of Representatives, and a huge congratulations to her. We can see behind me 5 total blue circles, 4 red circles on the board with 1 lone independent. Let's now go over to Miss Gibbons' class. A huge congratulations to Mila Jackman. Mila, a Democrat for Miss Gibbons' class, will pick up a seat in the House of Representatives, and a huge win for the Democratic Party. You can clearly see the Democrats right now are definitely gaining traction. Total of 6 total on the board. Hightailing it back over to Mr. Osmond's class. Mr. Osmond's class, a huge congratulations will go out to Carter. Carter S., a Republican pickup in Mr. Osmond's class, and that will conclude his class's nominees. Pickups for, again, Travis, Daniela, and Carter, the top candidates in vote totals for Mr. Osmond's class. In addition, we now shift over to Miss Gibbons' class. Another lone independent, Jason B., will pick up a seat in Miss Gibbons' class. And again, folks, look at where we're at. I'm counting a total of 6 Democrats. I'm counting a total of 5 Republicans with 2 independents, which brings me to now my class. 2 seats remain. And today, we cannot announce who those 2 seats will go to. And the reason is we have a 3-way tie for those 2 seats. Mr. Harwood's class will receive special instructions today as to how the runoff vote will occur. The 3 contested seats are all Republicans. That means no matter the outcome, it will be won by 2 Republican House members. If you look at the math behind me, that makes those 2 green circles incredibly powerful. Jackson and Jason will determine the power in the House of Representatives. They will determine whether the Democrats or Republicans will control based upon who they decide to caucus with. I'll be talking privately with both Jackson and Jason today to explain the strategic option. In Mr. Harwood's class, the runoff will go between Christopher M., Hope K., and Aiden P. 3 Republicans will vie off in a runoff election, and of the 3, only 2 will win seats in the House of Representatives. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have more news as this breaks to determine the power here. And once our members are formally elected, I look forward to working with them, creating new laws here for our school. Keep your ears tuned in for future news broadcasts on elections to the Supreme Court, as well as other groundbreaking news from President Trump. On behalf of Ms. Minchin and myself, thank you. Have a great morning, everybody.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bye, Falcon Nation.
I'm your host, Camilla, with
Diana.
This is Ashlee Snedeker signing off, saying have a great day, Falcons.